What do you mean by the G0 wins, and why is it the top risk of this year?
That's the principal disorder that helps you understand the world today. I mean, Trump is not the top risk. Trump is the leading symptom, and in many ways, the most powerful beneficiary of the G0. And so too, all of the anti-establishment wave that we've seen, anti-incumbency trends across the world in so many democracies last year and this year playing out. It is an absence of global leadership. There's a lot of leadership in the world. It's not global. There's no, communities together working to respond to global challenges. It's funny, for the last 30 years, the US has been as an exceptionalist power that believed that it had values that other countries needed to look up to. It was trying to get China to align more with the United States. It said, look, you guys are not responsible stakeholders. We are the internationalists. We are US-led multilateralists. We want you to support those institutions too, support rule of law, support global stability, support free trade. We bring them into the WTO. Turns out China's unwilling to do all of that. It's led to a lot of conflict. What's interesting, the reason the G0 wins in 2025 is because the United States has rejected that model, as Cliff said earlier, and is embracing a more Chinese worldview, a transactional worldview, a worldview that is indifferent to rule of law, that is focused on the law of the jungle, that America gets what it wants because it's the most powerful. Elon gets what he wants because he has the most money and is the closest to the US president. That's the way it runs. And if you want to win in that world, you better do what the Americans say. It's an American first model. So the G0 world and a consolidated America first are the same thing, but just from different perspectives. G0 is what happens with everybody else, and America first is what happens with the Americans. And China first works pretty well as long as they're not dealing with the US. If they're dealing with smaller countries, it's all China first, right? I mean, Canada first, if there were countries smaller than Canada, would be a workable model, Evan. But the point is that we, I think the most important factor to look at for 2025 is not any one of these developments, but rather the fact that we no longer have an international model to respond to global opportunities and challenges. That has broken down. And so that's what we mean when we say the G0 wins.